What if you could only age backward? Just think about it for a second. Instead of being born as a tiny baby and growing old, you would start life as an elderly person and slowly, day by day, become younger. Wrinkles would smooth out, gray hair would turn black or blonde or red again, aching joints would get stronger, and eventually you'd find yourself becoming a teenager, then a kid, then a toddler, and finally, well, a newborn. It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction novel, but today we're going to explore what this wild, mind-bending reality could actually look like if it were true for everyone. Right from the beginning, the world would look incredibly different. Imagine being born at age 80. Doctors would hand over an elderly person to the parents, who would now have to take care of someone with the body of an old person but the innocence of a newborn mind. Parents would spend the early years caring for fragile, old-looking children, changing their elderly diapers, feeding them, and protecting them as they got physically younger. Schools would be filled with classrooms of senior citizens slowly becoming youthful. Instead of graduation pictures full of bright-eyed teenagers, you'd have photos of slightly wrinkled but smiling middle-aged faces. The way society views childhood, parenting, and education would be turned completely upside down. The playgrounds would be full of grandpas and grandmas sliding down swings and jungle gyms, but mentally giggling like little kids. As the years went by, the long-term effects would start to become even stranger. Career paths would shift dramatically. Imagine starting your working life as a wise, experienced-looking 70-year-old who's actually mentally a fresh college graduate. Employers might judge people based on their outward appearance even more than they already do today. You'd have CEOs looking physically ancient but making rookie mistakes, and interns who looked like wise sages but were still just learning the basics. Relationships would also change completely. Dating would be wild. You might fall in love with someone who looks twice your age but is mentally your equal. Concepts like retirement would have to be reinvented too. Instead of retiring at 65, people might start their careers with retirement-like relaxation, and then gear up for the intense, youthful energy of their 20s and 30s as they aged backward. On a global scale, everything from healthcare to politics would be impacted. Hospitals and nursing homes would become the starting point of life, not the ending. Instead of a tragic place for the dying, it would be a place full of first cries, new beginnings, and endless potential. Governments would have to rethink policies for age-based services. Voting ages, driving licenses, drinking ages, everything would need to be reconsidered because physical appearance would no longer match mental maturity. Environmental impacts could also shift. If people were getting younger and more energetic as they aged, we might see an increase in adventure sports, innovation, and creativity coming from older-looking populations. Entire industries would pop up around helping people transition smoothly through their reverse age stages. Fashion would be wild, with trends catering to elderly bodies with teenage minds and then shifting accordingly as people became physically younger. Emotionally, this would be a roller coaster ride like no other. People would gain energy, beauty, and strength as they grew older mentally, but they would also face the haunting knowledge that their final years would be as helpless infants. Families would experience a bittersweet goodbye as their loved ones became toddlers, losing their speech, coordination, and independence before finally blinking out of existence as newborns. It would flip the human experience of life and death completely. Instead of starting fresh and building toward wisdom, we would begin wise and full of experience but end life without memories or understanding, like a candle burning brightly backward into nothingness. Philosophers, poets, and artists would wrestle with what it truly means to live, grow, and say goodbye. So, what if you could only age backward? Life would be a beautifully strange journey, a tapestry woven in reverse, full of second chances to heal, grow strong again, and see the world with the wisdom of experience and the wonder of youth all at once. But what do you think? Would aging backward make life more meaningful, or would it create more confusion and sorrow? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible what-if scenarios here at What If Factory. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep wondering, and always keep asking, what if?